प्रज्ञान केशव संत प्रभुपाद के गौर प्रेमानंद speak something. Om Jnanatirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuramitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vancha kalpatribhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I'd like to offer my unlimited pranams into the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Nityalila Parishtam Vishnupada Statara Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and to the lotus feet of Sripad Bhaktivedanta Bhava Maharaj, and to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis assembled here, and all of the guests who have kindly come to honor this very auspicious occasion. Auspicious because we have somebody who is self-realized in the practice of Bhakti Yoga, which is the 12th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhakti Yoga is described as the yoga of devotion, and that interpreted is based on the devotion of love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we're very fortunate to have somebody who's been practicing from a very young age, from not only from that, but from their cultural background, from childhood, from values that have been imbibed through their daily lifestyle. And having practiced that, entered the ashram of the renounced order of celibacy to dedicate their life in the promotion, propagation, and spreading of the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared some 500 years ago, to enlighten us of the power of the chanting of the Maha Mantra. This mantra you all know, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And by chanting this mantra, Mahaprabhu said that we can connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and all his associates, who are very many and very varied, from the scriptures of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And it's like an ocean, diving into an ocean. This mantra can take us to other planets, to other levels of consciousness. And I think this is why we're here, to experience that higher consciousness, to enliven our own lives, our daily routines that we are engaged in, our responsibilities, our duties, to find a route out, a way out from the limitations of this body, the limitations of the mind, to connect with the soul and to take us to those higher levels of consciousness. Just through the chanting of this mantra. This mantra is so powerful. I'm sure you have some experience of it. You've all been chanting, I've been hearing. As we've been chanting, you've been chanting along very nicely with your hearts wide open. So Srila Bhaktivedanta Bhava Maharaj is here. He's been traveling for the last 21 years around the world, dedicating his life and time and energy selflessly to the enhancement of the consciousness of the living entities. And that's a very noble cause, a very high cause, a very respectable cause. One to aspire to. If we have any time, resources and energy, we should certainly endeavour to look into it. And in our own small way, in our daily lives, to try and practice at least the chanting of this mantra in whatever small way we can, with a pure heart, pure mind, pure spirit, pure soul. So Maharaj he took sannyasa renounced order in the year 2000, and under the guidance and order of his spiritual master Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, whom some of you may have met, most of you, you know how empowered a personality he was. And he has certainly empowered those whom he left behind. There is no doubt of that, through their own dedication, their own commitment, the vows that they took. And so we've been very blessed to have Srila Maharaj come to Glastonbury today. He'll be here tomorrow morning as well. And please do come and share that experience with us tomorrow morning as well at the Shaken Ashram. We'd like to thank the host, Murali Prabhu and Mohini Didi, and Didi Kishori Didi, Jayashri Didi, for inviting us to come and stay and share this experience with you. I won't speak much longer. I'm sure Maharaj has many more things to say, better than myself. But just to introduce him, a few words. Please do appreciate his sweet and heartfelt rendering words that are full of experience of bhakti yoga.
Mukam karoti vachanam pangolangaya vigirim jakripata mahamande shigurudilataranam vanchakapatirubhyascha kripa sindhubhyavacha patitanam bhavanivya vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us. Jashidi, thanks so much, Mohini, Uli Prabhu. It's lovely to be here. We come from London. We've been with Maharaj for the last week or so. We went to Wales and Birmingham. And it's been a very enlivening experience. We live in a temple in London, like a girls' temple. And although it's very nourishing to be engaged in spiritual practices every day, when you have someone that comes and they are like fully established in what they're doing, they're not really struggling to do it. They're kind of, they achieve a certain stage that there is no struggle there. The only struggle there is to actually not be in that consciousness. Like my struggle is to be in that consciousness, spiritual consciousness, and be unaware of what's happening here in this, the material sphere. But for them, no, it's the opposite. So, in the Vedas, it's described the process of how a living entity can attain perfection is being described. So there, it is said that there are different practices by which someone will elevate themselves and attain the highest realization, but that might require many years or many lifetimes. So the Vedas, they say, but if someone receives association of those who are established in the self, then by their power and potency, then that becomes manifest in their heart. So it says, Kritisadya bhavetsadya bhavasa sadanabhida nitya siddhasya bhavasa prakritam hridi sadyata. He said that those who have this nitya siddha bhav, meaning that the soul has a nature that's completely perfect and pure and it exists eternally, has no material contamination, has nothing, it's completely transcendental, but is covered by subtle and gross body in this material world. So we have this nitya siddha bhav, this eternal transcendental perfect mood. But for that to be manifest, and there needs to be an ingredient for that to be the pure nature of that soul to be manifest again. But when that's received from a soul that's completely pure and is existent and is always in that level of consciousness, then it is very easy. So it is said, from that heart, that manifests into our heart. So like that, there's one great sage called Narad Muni. So Narad Rishi used to go. He goes everywhere. He has the power to go to different universes and planets, spiritual, material, by his own desire. So he decides to give that. Those who have something very valuable, those who are transcendentally realized, they have no selfishness. They want to give. If they have something very valuable and sweet, they want to distribute that. Then they won't charge anything. They'll arise curiosity in everyone's hearts for that which they have, and then they'll give like that. This is their nature. So Narad Rishi is like this. He's like this. He'd go everywhere. So one time he went to a forest and he saw, when he was approaching a certain place in the forest, he saw many dead animals. As he was walking, he saw that the animals were not completely dead. They were half dead and they were suffering too much. So he realized, whoever is doing this, they know what they're doing. They're not killing the animals, but they're leaving them very hurt for some reason. And naturally, the perfected sage is very kind. So seeing that, he was very disturbed. When he finally met the person responsible for that, he went and he approached him. It was it said he had a very gruesome and disturbed kind of appearance. He was a hunter called Migadi. So Migadi, he used to take pleasure and happiness by seeing the suffering of another living entity. He wouldn't kill the animals for any specific reason, but he would kill them simply to see the pain. I mean, imagine that. Not many people like that, or maybe, it's not majority of people. They don't take pleasure from that kind of thing. But this hunter, he had that kind of nature. So Narada Rishi approached them. When he approached them, naturally all the animals left. They were there afraid of him. And then the hunter was very upset. He was very angry. He said, "Oh, so why you come here? Why disturb what I'm doing? If you want some skin or anything, I'll give it to you. But why are you coming here? I'll come to your ashram and I'll give you whatever you need." But he said, but as soon as Narada came, he didn't say anything. But by his presence, then the nature of that hunter automatically it started to change. Like that, it said, Srila Trikara Maharaj, he explains that just by the potency of his presence there, then Migradi, he was naturally affected by that. So when Narada Rishi told him and explained to him about about what karma is and how those animals will come back to kill him again next life or other future lifetimes, then that hunter he could not believe. But by one touch, and the Narada Rishi touched him on the head, and he could see, yes, oh, this every living entity that I've hurt and I've killed, they'll come back to. So see, he brought that hunter to his own level of consciousness for him to see what the result of his activities will be. So like that, but with so much kindness, because he did not only show how he was wrong, but he gave him all the process by which he could reform that kind of mentality and consciousness. So in this way, Narada Rishi gave his mercy to the hunter, and then Maharaji speaks very much about that. But by the power of his association, even a very small association, the hunter's life was completely changed. Because Narada says, "Oh, if you trust what I'm saying, then you have to do one thing. If you have faith in my words, then you do one thing." And the hunter says, "Okay, what shall I do?" "Oh, you should break your bow and arrow." And the hunter was very much thinking, "This is my life. This is everything I have. Not only that, this is who I am. I am this person. This bow and arrow represents who I am." But no, the association was so powerful that yes, he broke that bow and arrow and he had faith in Narada's words. So much so that he left everything and he lived in a place in the forest, and he could see that by the power of him following the instruction of Narada Rishi, who gave him a mantra to chant, then all of his nature started to change, and everyone in his village started to come to him and offer everything that he needed. Many fruits, vegetables, everything that he needed was offered to him without him having to do anything. And the cruel nature that he has was completely purified by the presence of that saintly person, self-realized person. So these personalities are everywhere. Maharaj is in the line of this personality, and he's very kind. He goes everywhere. He has no interest. His only interest is, he wants to share, he wants to impart the knowledge that he received from our masters, and he only has that in his heart. No other interest. So I feel very fortunate to be here again with Maharaj, and thank you so much for having us.
I don't want to speak on the microphone. I just want to thank.
Come here.
Oh, baby. Just want to thank you, Maharaj, for coming all the way to Glastonbury, which is also a very special place. So we all here with our open hearts to receive you and to receive your blessings in this town. And I want to thank everybody that's come all the way here to be all together tonight. So just really grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Okay, Jomuna speak. Very nice Kapali spoken in France.
Jananjana Sharakaya Chakshu Militamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I would like to offer my humble obeisances to the lotus feet of my dear most Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and to the lotus feet of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and to all of our Guru, Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, to all the assembled devotees and guests, and to Srila Bhaktivedanta Bal Maharaj. We are very happy to be here with you tonight. So many of you have come, being attracted by the path of devotion, by love and devotion, because this is what we are all looking for. And in this way we can understand, like the previous speaker has said, that Maharaj has dedicated his whole life to spread this love and devotion all over the world. Like our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and all the Guru, the spiritual teacher in our tradition. So in this way we can understand that by coming and listening from them, our heart is like a crystal. Take the reflection, the energy that is surrounding us. And we have all this experience that when we are in the association with person in the mood of goodness, we feel very well in our heart. And when we are in the association of person who are struggling in life and being in a different place of consciousness, it's affecting us as well. So in the same way we can understand that if we come and listen to the beautiful Harikatha from the lotus lips of the sadhu, of the Vaishnava, this Harikatha is very powerful. It is called Shabda Brahman. It means it's the transcendental sound vibration that comes through our ears, comes into our heart, and makes it a very beautiful place. It will clear our heart from all our material contamination, unwanted desire, whatever is not favorable for us to develop love and devotion. So those sadhu, those Vaishnavas who are spreading this Harikatha all over the world, they are the most generous. They are the best donor in this world. And there's a beautiful verse that says, Tavakatam ritam tapta jivanam kaviviritam kalmasahapam shravanamangalam srimadattatam bhuvigriyantite buridajana. So this beautiful Harikatha that the sadhu is speaking is a very like a nectar tonic for the heart that is relieving those who are listening from this separation they feel from their Ishtadev, Shri Radha and Krishna. Because through their Harikatha, they are giving us the connection through Radha, Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in this way, it is described that when the sadhu is speaking this beautiful Harikatha, like for example, if you would speak the Harikatha of Mother Yashoda running behind Krishna to catch him, because he had been a little bit naughty, he had been stealing a lot of butter, and he'd done so many other wonderful pastimes. In this way, it's like if when we hear this pastime, Krishna is like running from one heart to another through our ears, and at some point, Mother Yashoda, she will come and she will bind Krishna in our heart, and he will stay there forever. So in this way, we can understand that the sadhu, they come, they speak this beautiful Harikatha, and this Harikatha enters into our heart and makes it a very beautiful place. Like if a friend of you would come to your house, yes, and you offer seats, maybe there is some dust there, there is something that is not completely clear, he won't say anything, he will just clear the space and sit there. In the same way, the sadhu is welcoming all of us from wherever we come, and is giving us this beautiful connection, this beautiful Harikatha, that will clear our heart, make it a very beautiful place, a beautiful asan, to receive Shri Radha and Krishna and Mahaprabhu's mercy in our heart. So in this way we are very blessed, and I wanted just to say a last thing, that our Srila Gurudev, Sri Narayana Goswami Maharaj, he has taken all of us to the shore of this ocean of Prem, and he wanted all of us to be blessed by this beautiful Braj Katha, by the mood of the Braj Pasi, and this pure Prem, pure love. And in this way, nowadays that our Gurudev is not directly manifested with us, we have his a very dear follower like Maharaj is taking us to this same shore of the ocean of Prem for us to be blessed with this beautiful Harikatha and to get this beautiful mood in our heart. Because this is how we can please our Gurudev, by following those who have received his pure message and who are continuing to give this unadulterated reiterated message to us in a very pure way, in a very powerful way. In this way we can nourish our connection with our Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, and please our Guru Varga and all the Rupanuga Acharya. Thank you very much.
Jai Shri. Yes.
Honestly, I can't think what to say. I'm still thinking about Shardon. But thank you, Maharaj. My head's whirling. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for coming.
Thank you. The mic leg? Huh? Mic leg out? She helped to set up the mic. You come this side. Carry करना carry नहीं प्रसाद प्रसाद
आरती कंटिन्यू आधा घंटे पश्चात
what can you leave it?
9:30 बजे आप आधा घंटा 20 मिनट पश्चात 10 मिनट आरती के लिए 8 बजने वाले
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मणितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। ॐ वृन्दावै तुलसी देवै प्रिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्रे नमो नमः। भक्ताविहीना अपराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं 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 भजामि राधाम् अरविन्दनेत्रां स्मरामि राधां मधुरस्मितां वदामि राधां करुणावरद्रां ततो मम नस्ते तदैर्नकामि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। So first of all, I offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padma, Nitya Lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Sri Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and Nitya Lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, अष्टोत्तर शतस्य श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत शिला Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dandavat Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Guruvendra Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakha Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis, and presented all of my respectful guest, and also with the Jayasri Devi
and Murali Prabhu
Murali Prabhu and
Mohini Devi.
So, just I want to speak few words. The Sadhu Sangha, because all our scriptures, Veda, Purana, Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavatam, all the revealed scriptures, everywhere glorify about the association of sadhu, sadhu sangha. So for this regard, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita very nicely and elaborately explained the glories of the association of sadhu. Simple way, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained in Bengali verse, the sadhu sangha sarva shastri koi. Lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi. All the revealed scriptures, everywhere will be sadhu sangha, association of sadhu. But one moment or half moment just, if you associate sadhu, then you will attain your highest perfection goal. But now question is coming, what is our goal? Nowadays, many young people, gents and ladies, they are searching how to get the happiness or how to attain our perfection goal. For this regard, they are going here and there and associated many kinds of sadhus, Karmi sadhu, Gyani sadhu. Gyani sadhu means those who are acquire the knowledge, studies, Vedas, Upanishad, acquire the knowledge. That is called Gyani sadhu. Then also, they also searching other things, yogi, yog sadhu. They also perform many kinds of austerities, jam, niyam, asan, pranam, dhyan, dharana, samadhi, ashtanga yogas, 8 paths of the yogas. Patanjali Rishi, he manifested these things also, that is called Patanjali Yoga Shastra. But still people, they are not happy, running here and there, looking here and there, what to do now? And people complete or confused which direction they will go. Because there are many paths also there in there. Many kinds of philosophers, they are speaking different philosophy. So they completely are confused. Which direction will go? Especially 6 philosophers, they are speaking their different philosophy, they are giving their different idea. So people get confused. They want to know the perfect truth, but they don't know what is the perfect truth. Once, Narad Rishi, he arrived in one place, and that place, Vasudev Goswami, who wrote Ved Puran Upanishad. When Narada Rishi arrived, then Vyasadeva, Krishna Dvaipayan Vyasadeva. What is his name? Krishna Dvaipayan Vyasadeva, who wrote Ved, Puran, Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavatam. His name is called Krishna Dvaipayan Veda Vyasa. Then Narada Rishi, perfect Guru. Narada Rishi direct told to him, "Hey Vyasadeva, I know the disturbance of your mind. What you are thinking, what you in your heart, everything is what? Reflected on your face. For this English word saying, face is the indicate, what is it?
Of your inner heart, inner feelings.
Indicate of the mind. But everything, as well our heart is, everything is reflected. And the face is as like mirror. Our face is as like mirror. What you are thinking, what in your heart, that thing automatically what? Reflected on your face. You cannot see your own face. You are looking to other face, but you are not looking your own face. This is our face is as like mirror. This is the reflection comes. The face is the indicate everything. Everything is coming. So for this regard, Narada Rishi is powerful, bona fide, genuine Guru. So Narada Rishi told Vyasadeva, I know the cause of the disturbance of mind. Vyasadeva did not ask, what is my problem? But Narada Rishi spontaneously he told, I know the disturbance of mind. Why? What that? Then Narada Rishi told, hey Vyasadeva, listen. You manifested many scriptures, Veda, Upanishad, Puranas. But people are reading your books, your scriptures, and everybody's mind completely what? Confused. Because Vyasadeva, he manifested the many Puranas. Especially 3 types of Puranas. One is called Sattik Puran, another is called Rajasic Puran, and another is called Tamasic Puran. So different Puranas describe different perfection goal. Some is thinking our highest perfection is Sargas, heaven. Some Puranas explain this way also. And explain the 4 things. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma means religion. Artha means economical development. Dharma, Artha. Kama means how to enjoy more and more sense gratifications. But some Puranas also explain about liberation, mukti. Liberation, mukti. So, and different Puranas also explain who is the Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you read Vishnu Puran, then automatically think Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you read Shiva Purana, then you think Shivji is the Supreme. If you read Brahma Puran, Brahma Vaivarta Puran, the Brahmaji is the Supreme. If you read Matsya Puranam, Matsyadev Bhagavan is the Supreme. If God is one, so why many things is coming this way? And if you read many Puranas, you cannot understand what is our supreme goal. Different things explained, different ways. So people completely were confused. And that action is coming to you. For this regard, your mind disturbed. Then Vasudev very humble told, hey Naradaji, tell to me, what will do now? Then Naradaji told, I tell you, you manifest latest Puranam, Srimad Bhagavatam. What Bhagavatam? Latest Puranam? Srimad Bhagavatam. And clearly explain everything. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma means, I told you, religion. Artha means economical development. Kama means sense gratification. Moksha means liberation, mukti. These four things are not our ultimate goal. You clearly explain this way. Because all the jivas, living entities, Atma, they are coming from Krishna. Mamai Vamsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjuna, all the living entities, soul, Atman, they are my part and parcel. Mami Vamsa Jiva. And they are eternal and transcendent. And Atma's spontaneous nature, Sat to Krishna. Jiver Sarup Hoy, Krishna Nitya Das, Krishna Tasasakti, Veda Ved Prakash. First I tell you, we are not this body. We are soul. So this nature of the soul, Sat to Lord Krishna. Krishna Seva. So for the Jiver Sarup Hoy, Krishna Nitya Das. All you are eternal servant of Krishna, not to serve to others. Without service to Krishna, you will be never happy. Very simple way. Narada Rishi told to Vasudev, you write these things. Our ultimate goal, how to attain prema bhakti. Not karma, jnana, yoga, tapasya. Not other things, but simply practice bhakti yoga. The devotional service to Lord. Simple. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also explained simple way how to practice bhakti yoga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This simple bhakti yoga. No need to anything. Mahaprabhu instructed all his followers. তার মধ্যে সর্বশ্রেষ্ঠ নাম সংকীর্তন. Naam Sankirtan is very powerful. What will do this? Only chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastiva Nastiva Gatiranatha. In this Kali Yuga, there are no any other process attain to Lord. By the permission karma, jnana, yoga, tapasya, austerities. You come to attain to Lord. Only Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. 3 times. Brihat Naradiya Puran. This look very clearly explained. In this Kali Yuga, there are no any other process to attain to Lord. Only Nam Sankirtan. So Mahaprabhu told Kali Yuga Bhakti Yoga. So in the same way Narada Rishi told, you explain this way very clearly. For the Srimad Bhagavatam, start is Nama Sankirtan. In the middle also glorified about Harinam, Nam Mahatma. That's the story of Vajamil. 6th canto Srimad Bhagavatam glorified about Nama Sankirtan, Nam Mahima, the character of Ajamil. You know Ajamil? What is the meaning of Ajamil? Sanskrit word Ajamil Two syllables you can take. One word, Ajamil, then you divide it into Ajamil. Aja means Maya. Or means those who are also mixed with Maya. Enjoyed with Maya. Actually, for this regard, his name is called Ajamil. Ajamekam. Upanishad also, Ajamekam. Aja means Maya. Or those who are associated with Maya, they enjoy sense gratification. Ajamil, this is it. But Ajamil, just he gave his son's name. What is his name? Narayan. What is his name? Narayan. The end of his life, when he was going to die, just he Namabhas coming, symptoms of living. Or in this Namabhas, he attained Vaikuntha Dham. Namabhas is Ajamil Paila Vaikuntha. Ajamil just chanted his son's name Narayan. He did not utter the direct name of Lord Vishnu Narayan. Just he chanted his son's name Narayan. Then attain highest perfection Vaikuntha Dham. So for this, how is powerful? Holy names. Lord invested all his potency, Shakti in his holy names. Nam Sankirtan. For this regard, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed to everybody. Oh my brother, oh my sister, everybody chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Kali Yuga only one process, sadhan. What is the sadhan? Process? How to attend to Lord? Nama Sankirtan. Not do anything. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Srimad Bhagavatam, in the beginning start Nama Sankirtan. In the middle, Nama Sankirtan. At the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, last verses, glorification about Nama Sankirtan. Adi Madhye Ante Cha Sarvatra Hari Nama Giyate. Our scripture very clearly explains this. Adi Madhye Ante. Adi means in the beginning, Madhya means in the middle, or Ante means in the end. Nama Sankirtan. Not doing anything. So, Narada Rishi, he told to Vasudev, he will explain this way. In this Kali Yuga, only Nam Sankirtan. Nam. And you also clearly explain Srimad Bhagavatam. Eta Jangsha Kalabhamsa Krishnastu Bhagavanamasa. Krishna, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the source of all incarnations. That is called Sarva Avatari. Very simple. And third, you very in sequence, step by step, explain all Krishna sweet Leela. Krishna Vrindavan Leela, very sweet. Just he also explained. And how Mother Jashoda, she nourishment her baby Krishna. He is Bhagavan. Same Bhagavan is the supreme personality of Godhead. But now in Braj, in front of Mother Jashoda, he is as like an innocent baby. Morning I also told this color. Sweetly. Namami Saram Sachidananda Rupam Prasadkundalam Gokule Rajaman Jasoda Violo Khalabdapamanam Paramrishtamoktam Tato Rudantan Murnetram Jukam Rijantam Karambojayugmena Satam Kanekram Mushashakampa Direkam Kakanta Itagay Namami Saram Sachidananda Rupa Satyavrata Muni very nicely glorified about Krishna's Damandhan Leela and how Mother Yashoda she bind to Krishna with a small rope. And these things also Vasudev Goswami Pad very nicely and elaborately describes this Leela that is called Damandhan Leela. Very sweetly. Yes? Who is the supreme personality of God is saying Bhagavan. Vadan tattva vidastatam jaj ganmadhyam brahmeti paramatmati Bhagavan is saptate. God is one. Lord is one. But he has three aspects. What is that? Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Brahma means effulgence. His bodily effulgence. For this regard, Vedas also Upanishads saying, Jatirmaya Brahma. What is Brahma? Jatirmaya, he is full of effulgence. Jatirmaya Brahma. Actual this effulgence manifested from his toenails. That is called Naka Chandrama. Toenails. And illuminated innumerable universe. Jasya Prabha Prabhutu Jagadanda Koti Kotisu Asesa Vishuddha Asesa Vibhuti. Jasya Prabha Prabhutu. The effulgence of the toenails of Krishna. Innumerable Brahmandas illuminated. The sun, moon giving the rays. Coming from where? Actually, this is source of Krishna's bodily effulgence. Jasya Prabha Prabhutu Jagadanda Koti Asesa Vasudhavi Vibhuti. You cannot imagine. We are looking the sun god. Surya Devata, he gives the heat, power and illumination. Chandra Devata, the moon god, giving the rays of the moon. Actually, all these things come from Krishna. For the Upanishad, Jasya Prabha Prabhutu Jagadanda Koti Asesa Vibhuti Vinnam Tad Brahma Niskalam. That is the Brahma. So first is Brahma. Gyanis, according to their knowledge, they want to know about Brahma. And they want to merge in Brahma, effulgence of love. A yogis, according to the Yoga Darshan, they want to see him about Paramatma, super soul. Super soul resides in the heart of all the living entities. Lord, he resides everywhere. Every atom. He resides. Honoronian Mahatomaniyan. He is very molecular, small, and he manifests his big form, huge form. So yogis, according to the Yoga Darshan, they are thinking he is Bhagavan. He is Paramatma, super soul. And those who are devotee of Lord, They're thinking, no, he is Bhagavan. He is the supreme personality of God. Oishwarya Samagra Virja Jasa Sri Jnana Vairagya Chaiva Sannam Bhava Itingana. Who has 6 opulence, he is called Bhagavan. Well, but same Krishna, his supreme personality of God is saying Bhagavan. But in Braj, in front of Mother Jashoda, he is acting the role as like an innocent baby. Well, and Mother Jashoda chastisement him also. Because baby Krishna, he committed 2 offense. The Mandha Lila. He broke the Jugat pot. And another, he wasted all the butter and fed to the crows and monkeys. This is in 2 offenses. For this regard, Mother Jashoda chastisement to him, taking one small stick. Then Krishna, afraid, fear of Mother Jashoda, and running in the road of Braj. And Mother Jashoda also chasing behind him. Jashoda Bhyolu Kalabdhavamanam Paramrishtamittam Tatadruta Guppa. Mother Jashoda, she is running, chasing behind him. Gyanis, according to the Gyanas, Yogis, according to the Yoga, not easy to catch him. And now Mother Jashoda, she runs faster than Krishna and caught his back. Paramrishtamattam tatadrutta guppa. Mother Jashoda, she caught Krishna's back. Left hand. And right hand, chastisement. Then Krishna, afraid, the fear of Mother Jashoda, and cried and shedding tears. Brahma, Shiva, Narada, all the high class exalted devotees, paying his obeisances, recited many Vedas mantra. Om Tadevishnu Paramang Padam Sada Pasyanti Suraya Dhiviva Chachuratatam. Vedas mantra. Om Bhur Bhuva Shaha. Vedas mantra. Or same Param Purusa and Bhagavan. His chastisement by Mother Jashoda and this Lila. How this sweet Lila. So Narada Rishi told to him, you write all this Lila in sequence, step by step. Braj Lila, Vrindavan Lila, then Mathura Lila, then Dwaraka Lila. Krishna's, and Krishna he also explained Krishna's topmost Lila that he called Rasa Lila. Is the topmost Lila. Not mixed with Dwaraka Lila and Vrindavan Lila. Very nice you explain this. Because Krishna Lila is sweet. Tava katamritam tapta jivanam kavi vidiritam kalmasahapam Sravanamangalam Srimadattatam Bhuvikinanti te Bhurida Janam. Gopi Gita, Srimati Radhika, she herself glorified about Krishna Lila Katha. Govinda Katha is very sweet. As like sweet nectar. Who does not want to listen Krishna Katha? Only one person. Who is he? Who is he? Butcher. You know butcher? And killing the animals. And his heart is very hard. Hard. So Nibrita Tarisai Upagiyamana Bhavu Sada Sutra Mano Virama Kauttama Sloka Gunanubadat Umana Virajit Bina Pasugnat. This is the evidence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even the impartialist, Gyanis, those who want to merge in Brahma, even they listen to Krishna Katha, sweet pastimes of Krishna. They will give up the meditation of Brahma. Krishna Katha is very powerful. They give up the meditation of Brahma, they will run towards Krishna. Krishna Madhur Lila. That's why Nibritta Tarsya Pavigramana, Bhavasada Satra Mano Virama. Those who are suffering three-folds of Maya, even they listen Krishna Katha, automatically they will forget the three-folds of Maya. Krishna Katha is very. So, Narada Rishi, he gave instruction to Vasudev. He Vasudev very clearly explained all these things. And our ultimate goal, highest prem, Gopi prem, not other things. Uddhav, who is the highest devotee of Krishna. Again and again he bowed down the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. How will attain the particle? With dust of Srimati Radhika. Radhika Chandra. Asa. Asamo Chandradanu Jusamo Sam Brindavane Kimupi Gulmam Lasun. Again and again he bowed down his forehead and very humble, praying how will take birth in Vrindavan. And how will I receive the foot dust of Srimati Radhika? So Asamo Channadanam Samam Sam Vrindavane Kimavi Gulma Latosidhanam Jadustaja Sajana Arjuna Patancha Hitva Vejur Mukunda Padavi Srutivi Vivekam. All Ved, Puran, Upanishad also, they are hankering how to receive the sprinkle of Srimati Radhika. Radha Bhav Prema. This is the highest one. This thing. Narada Rishi gave instruction. But Vasudev told, you gave me instruction, jnana. But how will you realize Vigyan? Two things. One is called knowledge, another is called
realization.
Of the knowledge. Jnana, Vigyan is a jat, to come. Need two things. First, knowledge coming. But realization, how realize these things. And that time Narada told, listen, Bhakti Yogena Manasi Sammaka Pranihite Amale Apasat Pursam Purna Mayancha Tadapasrayam. You practice Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means devotional service to Lord. Krishna himself told, by the performance of karma, jnana, yoga, tapasya, no one attend to me. No sadadimang yoga, no sankadharma uddhava, no sadhas tapas tyagu, yatha bhaktir mama parjita. Very clearly explained this way. Krishna told, hey Uddhav, by the performance of karma, no one can attend to me. No sadhimang yoga. Even the yoga process, you cannot attend to me. So there is no sadhidvanjo, no sanka dharma uddhava, no sadhas tapos tyago. Even you take renunciation, vairagya, you cannot attend. How will you attend to me? Bhakti yoga. And what is the bhakti yoga, Kali yoga? Simple. We chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Especially Kali Yuga, one obstacle is to attain Bhakti Yoga, that is called Mayavad philosophy. And you read Gurudev, one book, Bhakti Pradhan, what is called Beyond Nirvana. A nice book. You have this book? Beyond Nirvana. What is that? This thing. Very nice book. Give up Mayavad philosophy. imparts on the philosopher, imparts on you. But they are saying, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahma. Actually, you are not Brahma. You are the servant of Krishna. You are not Brahma. You never become also Brahma. Bhagavan Bhaktivinoda Thakur also explained, thousand lives, if you chant, I am Brahma, you will never become Brahma. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he gave very nice, beautiful example. I'll tell to you. Time is over. 10 minutes. Once, one lamp. You know lamp? I'm coming with. What is yours?
Lamb. Baby sheep.
Baby sheep. Very nice. Maybe 2 months or 2.5 months. Very white and beautiful. And very soft. Very delicious. Very shining. If you say, automatically your heart will be overjoyed. Automatically you will be what?
Want to embrace.
And to embrace. Very nice, beautiful.
Cuddly.
What is it called?
Like teddy bear.
Teddy. You may be thinking that is maybe mine. What do you call it? Teddy bear. Very nice, beautiful. And very nice, beautiful eyes. Very beautiful.
Sweet face.
Sweet face. So that baby lamb, he was drinking water and in the bottom of the mountain. And water also falling down. Very nice. He was drinking that time also. And summer time. He was drinking the water. In the meantime, in the top of the mountain, then one wolf. Wolf, understand?
Yeah.
Wolf. Wolf there maybe top, maybe 50 meters up. When wolf he noticed, oh, a nice bit lamb. Then think I have to kill him. Then, but how will kill? Then he, top of the mountain, he told, hey, baby lamb, what you are doing here? Then baby lamb very humble told, sir, I am thirsty, so I am drinking water here. Hey! Why are you contaminating my drinking water? Do you know? I am the king in this place. Without my permission, why you are drinking water? Yeah. And contaminated my drinking water? Then baby lamb told, sir, you are top. I am bottom. So how possible I contaminate your drinking water? Hey! Stupid nonsense. A small baby and speaking as like learned wise man. Hey! Water falling from up to down or down to up? Tell to me. Where?
Up to down.
Up to down. So how possible I contaminate? You are up. So how possible I contaminate your drinking water? Listen, not this time. 6 months before you contaminated my drinking water. And sir, now I am just 2 months. So how possible 6 months before I contaminate your drinking water? That time wolf become very angry. Hey! You are looking my fault? No. Listen. This is true. You are now 2 months. Okay. You did not contaminate drinking water. Your father contaminated my drinking water. Sir, my father never. He does not come here. Hey! Speaking too much. Then he saying, listen. You not, your father. Maybe someone contaminate drinking water as like you. Understand? Someone like you, contain my drinking water. For this guy, I have give to punishment. Then the wolf jumped and also killed the lamb. Why I am speaking this? What is the purport about this story? In the same way, impartialists, they are giving many speculative examples. If you read Jagvadharma Grantha, then he explains how impartialists, they give it different example. Pratibhimbavad, many things they are explaining. But our Shastra is saying, very clearly explained, we are the servant of Krishna. Jiver Sarup hoy Krishna Nityadas. And you are not Brahma. You are belongs to Brahma. You are belongs to Brahma. You are not Brahma. And so our spontaneous nature, dharma, serve to Krishna. Krishna Seva, Govinda Seva. And how to serve Govinda Seva? Simply chant holy names in this Kali Yuga. Nam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Srimad Bhagavatam also explains, Bhakti Yogena Manasi, Sammaka Pranite Amale, Apasyak Purusham Purna, Mayancha Tadapasram. Then Vasudev Goswami, he practiced Bhakti Yoga. Then he saw all the sweet pastimes of Krishna. How the jivas manifested from Krishna. How the jivas, living entities, entangled with Maya. And how the jivas also free from Maya. He died. And he saw direct Krishna, very nice, beautiful form. Because impartialist Mayavadi is saying Krishna has no transcendental form. That's why saying Nirakara Brahma. Nirakara means formless Brahma. You know, our scripture, Lord has beautiful form. Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence. What is that? Varaha Pidam Natavrabhu Karana Karnikaram Vibratavasu Kanakavisan Vajantamalam Randhanaveno Radha Sudha Purana Gopavrindai Vinnaranam Sabadaramanam Pravisadagiti. Very nice, beautiful form of Govinda, Krishna. Varaha Pidam Natavrabhu. Krishna from here. And a 3-band fold, Tribangalari. Very nice, beautiful peacock feather on his turban. And he plays the flute. And his very nice, beautiful garland around his neck. Very nice, beautiful cloth. That is called Pitambar. Very nice, beautiful yellow garments. A very nice, beautiful, smiling face. And he captivated the heart of all the living entities with his sidelong glance. And he plays the flute. Govinda Benuttan. Have been a beautiful form. Ved, Puran, Upanishad. Everywhere glorified about Krishna's beautiful form. But impartially they are saying Brahma, Nirakar, formless. No. Lord has beautiful form. For this we have form. Bible very clearly explained this way. Sometimes you quoted one verse of Bible. What is in Bible? God created man after his own image. What do you mean image? Form. God has beautiful form. For this we have form. God created man after his own image. Who is God? God is the embodiment of divine love. Love is God. God is love. So God is the embodiment of divine love. Premamay Bhagavan. So our Vedas also explain. Upanishad explain. Premamay Bhagavan. Lord God is the embodiment of divine love. Only difference is God is supreme. He is great. are living entities, that is called very minute. Eh? The Sanskrit word that is called Brihat Chaitanya, or Jivas is called Anu Chaitanya. Lord God is called great conscious being, or Jivas, soul, that is called minute conscious being. Eh? Anu Chaitanya. And all is the same nature. What is the nature? To love. Who does not want love? Raise one hand. Eh? They will say, Masi also loves her. What is it called? Love. Love is spontaneous coming. Eh? Love is spontaneous. Love not to say, hey, you love me? Eh? You cannot say. Eh? Love is coming from spontaneous. In your inner court of heart. Facebook not like I love you. Then you are chatting, I love you. Actually, this is not the love. That is called sense gratification. Eh? Then one day you will be finished. That is not the love. Love is coming from inner court of heart, spontaneous love. Because this is the nature. Eh? For this we want love. But where is the love? Where is the love? Love in transcendental world. Love to God. Love to Krishna. Eh? This is it. But how do you love to Lord? So Mahaprabhu again explained. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nam Sankirtan. Oh, I am speaking. In this Kali Yuga there are no any other process attained to perfection on Nam Sankirtan. Okay? Just I finish, then do Arati. Okay? So Gurudev, he also manifested one very nice, beautiful book that is called the Way of Love. Okay? The way of the love. What is the way of the love? Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss. You come. What is the way of the love? How to love? Just to write your Facebook, I love you, that is not love. Or you write I, then making one heart, then love. Huh? That is not love. Huh? Many people they sign there, I, then making one very nice, beautiful heart, then you. Huh? The heart is the symbol of love. And some people also looking love stone in the beach. And saying love stone. This is not love stone. Huh? Some people, they go, I am very lucky. What did you find? I bought one heart as a stone. This stupid nonsense. This is the stone. Why you are looking this? Your heart is not stone. Your heart should be very soft as like butter. Make heart as like butter. Not the stone. Sometimes they told me, I am looking here, searching one stone as like the shape of general. I mean, no, you are stupid. Why you are looking at this heart as like heart? Huh? Your heart should be soft as like butter. Go to the market. Go to the market, buy one heart of the, but that is also not good. Huh? Understand? Actual, where do they get the sweet heart with the association with sadhu? Actually, this is my conclusion. You get the sweet heart with the association of sadhu sangha and Hari Katha. Not other things. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I request all of you, please chant holy names. Please chant holy names and give up all bad things. Just follow 4 principles. Mahaprabhu told. and asat sang chhadi bhai mukhe bolo hari hari. Oh my brother, give up the bad association and asat sangata and chant holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Sai Gopal ki jai, Hari ki jai, jai Shri Radhe. Thank you for your kindness. Now we Arati, they will take prasad. की बजायो जबरा चंदेर आरती कसो भागी बजायो हर जान भी तट